88.5 Sofa FM, what a busy morning it is. We got to give thanks and praise nonetheless. And I'm really, really excited to present the second fold of house guest for me for today, which is the media launch of our Soufriere experience, Calypso 10th. I have no other with me. How can I introduce him? The veteran himself, the manager of the tent, Mr. Kensley, Charlemagne. And we have our favorite person, I think, back in the day, Mr. Gasper as well. Who also graced us here with his presence. And we saw a showing with him on Sunday for those of you who may have watched what unfolded. A beautiful performance, I must say as well. But let me not speak so much, but introduce the man of the hour, Mr. Kensley, Charlemagne. Good morning to you. And let me say welcome to Soufriere. It's been a while, for sure.
Very well. Give thanks. I think one time I remember being here was when we brought Glata over here for all them sexy girls. Yes, yes. Happy to be back.
Yes. For persons who are not aware, just walk us through a little of who you are.
All right, well, the name is Kensley Charlemagne. Some people know me as Kensley Peter. We won't go about the name change. That's a long story. But right now here, Kensley Peter Charlemagne is the name. And I am from Choiseul, the Tukanawi, the land of pottery, peanuts, and all the other peas, the land of 5 P's. That's where I'm from. I'm from Choiseul. Resided in Soufriere for a while as well. Palmis, I think I was here for about 5 years. Now in Labrie, but I am an artist at heart. Yes, so this is me, a teacher by profession, but I'm here dedicated to the arts.
Definitely. And even with that being said, we looked at the creative pool in Soufriere with talented young guys, and they needed to really find an area to harness the skill. We saw Soufriere Carnival as well dominating and creating the limelight for the community. So we decided how can we add to this component? With much deliberation, we actually came up with, let's have a Calypso tent and let's bring on board the persons like the Gasper, the Timothy, the famous Kenty Benty, the BFTL. And this is why we're actually here this morning, or you are here this morning as well, to speak on how that actually unfolded. And to tie with that, we're looking to have a launch on Sunday, the 26th of May. I will let you take it away with
more as tall as the pitons are in Soufriere, and of course Soufriere is claiming both pitons. I used to think that one was in Choiseul at one point in time. So with all this altitude and heights, that's as much as Soufriere's talent is. And what we wanted to do was to be able to give Soufrierians the stage to be able to actually exhibit those talents. It's formidable talent in Soufriere, and as raw as it might be, you can always work with the rawness of the talent here and make it into what you want to be. So because we understood that there was that basket of talent in Soufriere, we thought it exemplary to be able to actually give them that stage to be able to do that. And of course, I have to credit A.G. Simpson, all right, the renowned A.G. Simpson, this musician here who has quite a number of acclaims to his name. It was his idea to actually formulate the tent, and I came in to assist myself and Steve Etienne. And of course, if we can let out the secret, we also have Cabrina Epiphan acting as our secretary treasurer. Yeah.
You had to do that.
Sorry, I took your gas away for a while. Sorry.
I'm just behind the scenes. For sure. And I must say thank you so much for that, and it's been an incredible journey. It's also me learning as well and putting my ears to the music to say, no, that's not sounding right, and yeah, you have that thing, keep going. I feel it, I get the groove, man. Hands up,
Yeah, and given that, because Calypso has a different kind of dynamics as well, because sometimes you may look at it and you might figure that this is not necessarily sounding good musically, but it also appeals differently to different people. All right, because we would bring on different persons for different aspects and different characteristics of the tent. So you may have had that. You may have had that person who sings pretty well, very dynamic. You may have some people who are comical. You may have some persons who probably joke around here. You have the tent spinners. In tent culture, there are different kind of dynamics. So you actually have to factor all of this into play. I mean, if you remember somebody like No Woman, No Carnival, Papa Troublesome, right? Right. So you remember somebody like him. He may not have had the best of vocals, but he also added something to the creative aspect and dimensions of Calypso, because that's what it is. You have to be able to define exactly what the carnival is. You have to be able to defend exactly what Calypso is and what are the dynamics that will actually help you to have a proper and well-functioning tent.
Thank you so much for that. Let us speak to what we've seen with the unfolding of rehearsals as well with the guys before we get into the nitty-gritties of the launch as well. And we'll let Mr. Gasper introduce himself and maybe just speak to us of his performances.
Yeah, well, we have a mixture. Us being a new outfit and a new entity in the whole Calypso Carnival dynamics here. We have the power soca, we have the groovy, we also have the true Calypso. So you have this here as well, hard hitting Calypso. We have that, but we are also introducing something new to the whole Calypso vibe, where we are doing something called soca tree. Most people will know me as a poet, but what we'll be doing is actually putting the poetry on a soca rhythm, soca beat. So we call that, again, soca tree. Again, this nomenclature is coming from A.G. Simpson. So he's the one who actually coined the term soca tree. So we hope to be able to make that somewhat of a signature item for the Soufriere Experience Calypso tent, which we call Soufex. So this is where we want to go with it at this moment, to be able to differentiate and brand ourselves differently in terms of what happens here in the nation, nationally. Given to that, we have a number of persons with us. So as I told you, we have the Calypso persons, we have the artists who are also doing the groovy soca, we have those who are doing the Calypso as well. So it's quite a mix here. So when people come, they'll be able to get quite a bouillon when they do come to the show. So if I may just mention very quickly, I may not have everybody off the top of my head, but we should have about 16 Calypsonians, if I can try to see as many as I can. So we have King Gasper, of course, most persons will know. We also have Lady K, we have Mighty J, Timothy. So we have TJ, Mighty TJ. We also have, help me out with some of the names here. So we have Jashim as well, coming from Canaries. We also have Lil Vicky coming from Choiseul. Who else do we have? We have Kenty Benti, as you mentioned. We also have Joko. So it's really a long list there. I may not recall everybody. And of course, we have A.G. Simpson, myself. Yeah. These are some of the names.
The BFTL guys as well.
Yes, and yeah, BFTL.
Yeah, BFTL.
All right, give it to us again. Boys from the Lane.
In terms of Kimber to Jalaki and
Thank
all
you.
mix.
All mix, very well.
Brain Fire, which is Saint. We have this other female as well, Crystal.
Crystal, that's right. Yeah. Wonderful.
I think it's an exciting pool. You know, everybody come into there with the dynamics and getting ready to present a spectacular showing with what we have already looked at. It's just creating, you know, a location to host those various shows, which will be the quarterfinals, the semis and the finals as well. You know, deliberations are actually happening. So everything will be announced to you at the soonest whenever, you know, we put those venues together nicely. But what we are looking at is our launch, which unfolds on Sunday the 26th. And I know a lot of persons are at the back of their mind will say that, but Sunday is also the launch of Carnival, and how they were actually launching the Calypso tent as well. But then
Well, as somebody rightly said, the music, Calypso, is the soul of carnival. So the truth is you can separate one from the other. So whereas we're actually looking to do two different events, but the truth is that the two are one of the same. So what we have done here is to amalgamate the two launches there on Sunday. So we'll actually be part of it. All the logistics there will be worked out so that people will be able to see the full picture. So you get the music, and you also get the carnival and your costumes and other things here on that very same day. Yeah.
And I think this is a wonderful initiative as well, as we look to spread, the carnival fever amongst the community, and not just Soufriere, but we're inviting persons to really come out as well, out of Soufriere, Choiseul, Canaries, Boto, Jacques, to come out and, be part of this occasion. I see Gaspar is eagerly awaiting as well. If you maybe just want to introduce yourself to our listeners and just tell us why you're actually here and how excited are you actually being part of this tent for Soufriere.
For quite a while, I've been making myself available in the Calypso arena. And I can remember the first year when I came to the band, which Rebirth 7, the guys there, they introduced me to the band, they invited me to come in. And at the time, our president at the time was Comrade Samoje. Congratulations to him. So he introduced me into the Calypso arena. And some other friend named Cyphers Joseph gave me part of the song, which I put my own words and I do my own thing, So he told me to sing that song, make it sound like jump, 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 jump at the left side. So I decided to put my own story in it to make it work. And then we take it from there. We practice night after night, night after night, and the guys make sure they put everything into perspective, into, good use to make it rhyme. So when I come for the final night, the fellas tell me I'm good to go. So then when we hit the first show on the stage, from the very first night, I was crowned world match already. Yeah. We had our Calypso King, we had our Road Match King, we had our Soca Monarch King. So they take it from there, and then we go for our various shows. We go to our Calypso shows, Queen shows, and everything like this. So they introduced me to participate at the Queen show, which I rocked the crowd again. And from there, they just crowned me Road Match King for Soufriere.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. And after decades, if I were to say, here you are preparing to actually get that crown, could I
Yeah.
say recapture that title for sure?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of persons are eagerly looking forward to you. And even I myself at rehearsals, and that tune is still, in my head, like, I, Gaspar, I have
Yeah,
two left
two
foot,
left foot, yeah.
and I, whatever, the rest I don't know for sure. But then I think it has been a hit song,
Yeah,
definitely.
it's a hit song.
Mr. Kensley as well can definitely agree to that.
Yeah.
Yes, well, as I tell people, and I've been commenting, we are doing some collaboration with TOT Soca Village. So they actually invited us to send one of our performers to their launch, their first opening show, on the 19th. That's Sunday past. So Gaspar was the first person in the second round of the show. And to tell you the truth, Gaspar stole the show that night. He actually stole the show. I think they gave him about 4 anchors.
6.
Yeah. Not 6. About 4 anchors, maybe 5, if anything. Yeah. But Gaspar could not go out. He had to come back. He's go and come back. And at the end of the day, I was watching a performance from Gaspar some time back here, where he was asking, he says, I think we need some some police presence on top of here. But they wanted to get police assistance for gas for that very night, on Sunday night, because he was quite the celebrity here. He needed police escort and everything to be able to navigate the crowd. Yeah.
That looks good for us, is it?
Definitely. I think it has made a good send out, a good show off as to what it is that we have and what persons can expect. So now that the crowd in Castries have actually embraced gospel, I want for people in Soufriere to be able to do that same embracing as well. So the encouragement needs to be there. I see, persons as we go around here need to encourage him, and they need to come out when the shows are actually called out. Because if we make this a success in Soufriere and the people in Soufriere embrace it, then we are not going to have a problem, being embraced by the rest of St. Lucia.
Definitely, and we can already anticipate that for sure, because we see the eagerness with rehearsals. A lot of persons are coming forward and coming in to take it all to see, what's singing and what's going on, Calypso, they'll be having Calypso. So they're eagerly awaiting when those events unfold nicely. The support, definitely, I will say, it is one that will be there. We can 100% count on that for sure. But then we also need the support of the team as well. Guys need to know they're ready, and you have to learn and unlearn in certain areas as well to deliver remarkable performance. And whatever it is, that you're not doing it solely for you, but then you're representing the team, you're representing the tent, so there are always procedures that you need to be guided by as well. With that being said, let me say good morning to Bryanson Stackert. Solange, good morning to you as well. Thank you for the support as always. Sherman Joseph, when music hits, people feel no pain, therapy for the nation. I would love, just before we leave, there's not much time. I know there are challenges as well too, so you can, in a nutshell, speak to what you've had to navigate thus far.
I think I think we'll need another whole hour for that here. But yes, it has been a lot of ups, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of fights, a lot of quarrels, a lot of knocking of heads and everything else here. But at the end of the day, we have to keep our eyes on the prize. We are doing this here for Soufriere. And as I said earlier, we want people in Soufriere to be able to embrace it. And of course, nothing happens without the placa dinero. So again, I want to be able to make the call out to persons who are in Soufriere and around St. Lucia, and even people who are listening from outside. We want to make the appeal to them here to be able to come and support this here financially. So you may not have $1,000 or $10,000 or whatever, although we'll welcome that. If you have $1 million, we'll welcome that as well. But if you want to be able to give a little, maybe you want to give 100, you want to give 200 or so, we'll also welcome that as well. So if there's anyone who's out there and they want to listen, they want to actually make that contribution, they can give me a call at 730-0993. They can also we have a Facebook presence as well, so they can go to Soufriere Experience Calypso Tent, and they can also connect with us through there.
Definitely, and let me just say the perks that can be gained from that as well. You get to wear one of our customized lovely t-shirts as well, Soufriere Calypso Experience. That's only if you are a sponsor for sure.
That's right.
5 minutes moving up to the hour of 10 a.m. in Soufriere St. Lucia and of course the Eastern Caribbean. Your final sentiments, encouragement, what are you looking forward to the most? Rehearsals sometimes. Let's just big up MTX, of course. They've been doing an amazing job. There are always hiccups, but there is always room for improvement as well, and we do not need to dwell on what could have, but let's look at what we can do and achieve.
All right. Well, again, I just want to make the appeal to the people of Soufriere, and not just Soufriere. We deliberately brought somebody from Canaries to be able to actually get persons from that community to come. We also got somebody from Choiseul to encourage people from Choiseul to also come. But we're not closing doors here. There are no barriers, so you can come from all over the island, or you can come from overseas as well. But people just need to make their presence felt in Soufriere for this 2024. Again, I just want, before I leave, to actually embrace or commend some of the persons who have actually assisted us. So we have the Honorable Emma Hippolyte, who has aided us significantly. So I want to big up the constituency council. I want as well to look at and thank Fordu, who has actually given us a promise of donation. We also have Sugar Beach as well, who have made some prizes available. We have as well Bell Portraits, who's doing some photography for us. And the Choiseul Credit Union also gave us a donation as well. So I want to thank them. That we have some promissory notes, so to speak, but I don't want to mention those persons. So if they haven't, please, and they are still unsure as to whether this is happening, do or die, people, it is happening. So I have no question as to whether Sufex will be here and will be present. It is happening. So if you have any doubt in your head that this is or is not going to happen, it will happen. So if again you are figuring, is it going to happen? It will happen. So ensure that you direct those finances here as quickly as possible.
Definitely, and maybe we can use this platform as well for a reminder. Hey, rehearsals tomorrow, God's willing.
Yes, very well. Of course, yes. And for those who are in the group, they will know. Those who are not, yes. So we are looking at rehearsals tomorrow. And whilst I'm also at it, let me also give a big thanks to Ricardo James, yes, Whispers. They have actually been very arms wide open, and they have aided us quite a bit. This is our rehearsal venue. So again, thank you very much, Ricky, for embracing us. He gave us some advice. He gave us the place to be able to use. And he gave us a number of tips as to how we can actually go along to do this and make this a success. So thank you so very much, Ricky, for embracing us. So we will be here at rehearsals tomorrow evening. So all the Calypsonians here, you know where your home is. Ensure you find yourself home tomorrow evening for our rehearsal before the lunch.
Definitely. Any last words?
Any last words?
The last word I have to say, I'm praising Sunday, because Sunday was like a big day to me.
Let me ask you a question. Did you sleep that night?
I had a wonderful sleep.
Oh, you did? I thought you would not sleep that night, you know.
I had a wonderful sleep because I'm still singing in Castries, you know. I'm in Soufriere, but I'm still singing.
You're still singing in Castries. Wonderful. Well, Gaspar is just showing, you know, what it is that people can actually expect.
Yeah.
So thank you for actually setting the ball rolling. And let's continue, you know, to make some waves in Soufriere.
We have a comment, Soufriere Action Theatre, Kensley Charlemagne, working hard, bless up.
Give thanks.
Thanks to you as well.
Yeah.
11 a.m. in Surface Solution, of course, the Eastern Caribbean. This is where we say thank you so much to all those of you who have taken the opportunity to log in, to share your comments. Also, frequency-wise, we say a great thank you to you as well to come in on your busy schedule. We say immense gratitude to Mr. Gaspar, to you as well. Thank you so much. And again, keep up the good work.
Yeah.
Hope you feel inspired by such an amazing performance that you put through, and we're looking forward to having you exhibit that very same energy, you know, as well in your future endeavors as well. Thank you so much to my moderators. Always, I cannot thank you immensely, but then have yourself a blessed and productive one. To you, audience, thank you, productive one. This culminates